Welcome to the stream. I meant to go live in a few minutes from now, but I kind of botched the setup. For some reason, I set it for 6:30 instead of 5:30, but here we are. Andy B will be with us in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my headphones because I just realized they are not plugged in right now. Other than that, how are you guys doing? Let me know as you get here where you guys are tuning in from. Hopefully I don't mess everything up here. Okay. I'm going to get the chat pulled up over here just in case people start coming in. No problem thus far. Anyhow, for people who are watching this back later on, I just want to let you guys know that we here, me, myself, Andy B, we're just a couple of regular tattoo artists. We're not here to shame people, to beat anybody up. We just want to point you in a direction. If you're really off course, then don't take it to heart, but we're going to try to send you in a decent direction. People ask me all the time, why do you help people who are way out there that shouldn't be doing any tattoos on anybody ever? And I always tell them that, well, I'm not here to tell people to stop what you're doing, okay? We're just here to point you in some kind of a direction. If you're doing fantastic, then we're here to pat you on the back, okay? If you're really doing a disservice to humanity, I will let you know. I feel there is definitely an obligation to do so. But for the most part, we're just going to give you our 2 cents, okay? I miss stuff all the time. You guys pick stuff up that I miss. And again, I'm not going to call people out on stuff that I do in my own work that I need to fix as well. But we're just human. We're just doing what we can do. So anyhow, guys, let me know where you're watching from. Some of you guys I already know because we've gotten to know each other here in the chat. Excuse me. Nothing new. Super gassy. Always burping. So anyhow, get your emails in as well. It's first come, first serve kind of a thing. How have you guys been? Today was a good day, a good church service. Hung out with my mom. I usually spend Sundays, go to church, hang out with my mother for the day, catch up on things. It's just a good time. So, and then I come home, get on here, and hang out with you guys. Nothing better than that. Hello from Sacramento, California. Hello, Danny. Way to be, man. We're going to get to the show here in just a few minutes, guys. Just going to talk to you guys a little bit here. Just going to check out the chat. Uh-oh, what happened? Okay, we're going to mute that. Anyhow, greetings from Ontario, Canada. Chris is calling from Ontario. Again, guys, if you're watching this after the fact, let me know where you guys are watching from. Sacramento here, right on. Ba-ba-bam. Can't stay long, but thanks for the help last time. Hope your day is awesome. Well, thank you, Holly. I hope that you have an awesome day, too, with whatever it is you're going to be doing today. All right. Iceland? What? Iceland, let me grab that. From Iceland, right on. So tell me, is Iceland green and Greenland's ice? Is that the way it works? You would probably know since you're there. Wee Scotland, honey. Is that Bonniewee? Bonniewee, Scotland? Right on, man. Right on. We got some Charlotte, North Carolina. Definitely been there. We got some Houston, Texas. Wait, did I hit? Oh, I have a yes. Never mind. I hit the wrong button. We got Eric from Houston, Texas. Right on, Eric. I promise, guys, if you're watching, we're absolutely going to get to checking out your work. We're just giving Andy a couple minutes to jump in. He was busy doing some stuff. I always throw him a link last minute, and give him no time to get ready and be here. So we're going to show him some support, give him some time. We got Northern, Lower Michigan. I'll tell you that. It's like Northern, Lower Northern Michigan. We're in the low part of the northern part of Michigan. Okay, we got a lot more here. Texas, North Carolina, Mexico, Gulf Coast. Right on, guys. Right on. All right, what else we got here? From Austria. Yes, I love the smiley face. Oh, man, this is awesome. Germany. Right on, man. Right on. Frankfurt, Germany. Boy, this is awesome. Great to see. Oh, we got Rochester, New York. Eastern Oregon. Right on. Okay. Hey, guys. While we're waiting on Andy, before we jump into this real quick, and again, no rush, Andy, if you're getting ready. I haven't done a podcast in a long time. If you guys don't know, I talk on this microphone right here to this camera. I used to do it maybe twice a month for 10 or 15 minutes, and I post it up, and we call it a podcast, but it was really just me running my mouth. But people have asked, what happened to it? Why don't you do it anymore? And I don't know what else to talk about. Doing videos is one thing because you can show stuff to people and whatnot and talk about things. But when it's purely me just talking and no visual aids, I really don't know what you guys would like me to talk about. So let me know what you would like me to talk about if we do some more podcast kind of things, right? Says I know a lot of people travel, they go to work, yada yada, do that sort of thing. So they like to listen on their way traveling. So let me know whether it's here, later, after. Best to do it after the video's over. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, this was a topic idea I thought, you know what I mean? And I'll go through them and figure out something that would work. We got London, UK. Love to all. Love back at you. Love. Oh, okay, moving quick. Chicago, Illinois. Thank you, Jason, over here. Love your work, videos. Great tattoo teacher. Thank you so much, man. Bye-bye. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I mean, all right, so we have right here, I haven't even read it. We're just going to throw it up so everybody can see it. I mean, if it's a monthly podcast, then you can just do a roundup of the news in the tattoo world from the past month type thing. That's interesting. Okay. All right. I can go out there in the world and see what's going on with tattooing and do a little tattoo roundup for the month. Not a horrible idea. Good to go. All right, one last from the UK. That's over in Andy's land. All right, let's get Andy here. Andy.
Hey up, Dev.
Welcome.
Yeah, right, bro.
How you doing, man?
Not so bad. Bit warm over here this week, today.
Yeah. Oh, a bit warm over there, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Same. A little warm here.
So, excuse me if I sit here melting in a puddle of myself.
I know I usually have the air conditioner running, but for a stream, it's just loud and annoying. So I have this little fan blow. I'm going to turn it up one more notch. If it's too much for you guys and it gets annoyingly loud, let me know. I'll turn it down a notch. All right. So anyhow, we are going to be going through the emails. Guys, if you're just joining us, leave a like on the stream and give our stream a like just because that's cool. Anyhow, so let me open up the emails over here and see what we got. Let me go ahead and put this over here. There we go. Guys, if you want to follow myself, you can follow me at the email or the IG and Facebook right there. Dave Anxiety, Death Punch Inc. Most of you guys already do. And if you want to send your work in, there's an email scrolling at the bottom of the screen, artmesomething@gmail.com. You can send it there. It's first come, first serve basis. I'm already looking at this. Let's see, from 5:30 right here, we're going to move up. So there's probably about 10, maybe more, emails already. So get them in if you want us to take a look at your work. I'm going to go ahead and hide my stuff here that tells you where you can see me because it's taking up space. Bam. There we go. All right. Let me get back to here. Welcome, Smoke. All right, here we go, guys. Enough with the mumbo jumbo. It says, hey, Dave. Bob here from northern Idaho. Throwing you a metaphor in the form of a tattoo. Oh, don't confuse me. Been tattooing for almost 8 months now, and I appreciate your inspiration since I started. I have more work, but I didn't want to miss another live showing and had to act fast. Did this last night on myself and a fake skin tat I've been working on. Okay, so we got a PCD on yourself and some fake skin. So we're going to look at the fake skin piece first, and let's take a look. Actually, it looks pretty dang clean, man.
Clean lines.
Yeah. Excuse me. There's some long lines here. They're relatively clean. I do like the shading you have in here, too. Yeah, right on. Let's take a look at his work. On the palm. Oh, dear heavens.
That's not going to stay. That's not going to stay too well.
No, you can tell just looking at it. Unfortunately, I mean, it looks cool. So from like a tattooing standpoint, cool piece. Unfortunately, I guess maybe it's a good place to practice because most of it will be gone. So I guess you don't have to live with it forever. Yeah,
nice little tattoo.
Yeah, it looks nice. I would just put it somewhere else, not on the hand.
Yeah.
On the hand, it's here today, gone tomorrow. But no, I'm sure it'll last a little while, but not very long. Holy smokes, man. We're going to be getting some burps today. Apologizing ahead of time. Robert, thanks for getting that in, man. All right. Next up, thank you for the awesome content you keep creating. It really helps me learn right techniques and habits. Good to go. I've been tattooing for a few months, practicing on fake skin and fruit. Good. My friends insist that I tried their real skin and gave them matching tattoos. The swords. Swords? That's just straight lines, man. Would love if you could point out the errors so I don't make the same mistakes again. I haven't looked at it, but a great thing is if you're just learning how to tattoo, don't do swords because that's like 2 lines. That's like a bunch of lines. Just they have to be just right on the money. That's not. What kind of sword is this? I don't know a lot about swords, so maybe I'm not the best one to ask. But I mean, it doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look bad, I guess. I don't know. What do you think, Andy? I mean,
I don't know.
It doesn't.
I've never seen it like it.
Like I don't. Yeah.
It looks like it's got a pistol grip with.
Yeah, or like a fishing rod kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not a sword enthusiast. Maybe somebody in the chat can let us know. What are we looking at here? This kind of has, with the cuts in the blade like that, looks like one of them old razor blades that you push out. And they got the little break off point. Yeah, yeah, with a little fishing line. But, I mean, as far as it goes, not too bad. There's a lot of little details here in this bottom section. It's not very big. And they're there. I'm just not sure what the heck it is I'm looking at. A ladder sword, question mark?
It's got its parallel lines going down, okay?
Anthony says
it's on the blade.
It's from the Attack of the Titans or something.
Oh, right.
Huh, interesting. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's all right for what it is. You know what? I was honestly expecting. I was a bit scared for your first tattoo being a sword tattoo. But hey, right? Carol Bass. Hey, what's going on, Carol? Let's see. It looks like we got an ant thing. All right.
Oh, stencil.
Okay. Stencil on the skin. Very intense. Like, if you could take a photo without a shadow right here, that would be great. The photos do matter because I can't really tell from a let me help you out standpoint what's going on.
I mean, it's like the antennas. This left-hand antenna. Is that a thing or is it blown?
Oh, I don't mean to zoom in that far, but yeah, it looks
blown.
A lot of it kind of jaws.
A lot of it does. Back at Ant's head.
Yeah,
that looks blown.
Yeah, and the dotting. Okay, so when I saw the dotting over here, to me, I'm thinking, all right, we're gonna get a shadow down there.
Drop shadow.
Yeah, and then we just literally tattooed the dot. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, unfortunately. Yeah, practice it on some fake skin and then try it again. Jason. Oh wow, it said there was nothing there. Jason, it's interesting how that works. It didn't show any attachments there. I almost didn't click on it. All right, you gave us no information other than these pictures, so we're going to take a look. Yeah, X-Men looks okay. Some of these lines are a little off, but you're on fake skin. I do like the shading you get, the effect you have here. It is working out pretty good. All right, let's take a look at here. Packing black and fake skin it can be a son of a gun, and this isn't quite saturated.
And circles are never your best friend.
Never, especially not when you're learning.
No.
What's up, Danik? How's it going, man?
Oh, Danik.
Contrasted.
Yeah, Danik's at work.
The dots aren't tattooed. They wouldn't come off. Okay, well
right.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Thanks for sharing that with us. All right, we got some more fake skin work going on here. All right. Yep. Shading's getting something going.
This one
I don't know about this one. No, it's not like horribly botched, but I don't like something's up with these lines.
Yeah, some of them lines don't look to be in. It looks as if they've done it. It looks, to be honest, with the photo, it looks as if they've lined it with a grey wash.
Yeah, it's not quite dark. It can be difficult on darker skin to get the same, so it could be something like that. Keep on fake skin. Yeah, keep practicing. But, I mean, it's not the greatest attempt, but it's certainly not
the worst.
Horrible or anything, not beating you up like that, all right? Okay. It looks like maybe this was like midway through healing or something. Maybe this was fresh. Yeah, it looks a bit darker here.
And it looks like it's on darker skin as well. That's why it might look toned down.
Right, exactly, as it heals up. It looks a little bit better fresh, actually.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I mean, we're not here looking for perfection or what have you. Just trying to make sure that, First tattoo, moving in the direction, keeping it decent. All right, thank you, Baby Yoda. Or maybe that actually name's Jason. The title was just Baby Yoda. Amber N. Hey guys, if you're just joining the stream, give the stream a like. It helps it out, I guess, sends it to more people. Going on 3 months. So Amber's been at it for 3 months. I'm not a big fan of the coloring of this one.
I'm not a fan of the coloring. I'm not a fan of the composition. I'd rather have seen this one on fake skin rather than it being on somebody's skin.
Yeah, really. The green's kind of and then this one-noted red. The flower just kind of looks like it's just literally just plopped on top, and then we got a black blob in the middle. Very
square. Does that? Yeah. That rose, and the leaves are very tonal. No, I'm not feeling this one.
This one's a little better, but still, it's kind of.
It's better than the rose.
Sure.
But then again, it's small. Like we've been saying all along, keep it small.
Yep. Yes, you're right. This is small. You learn something from it.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. It'll heal out. Sure, the eyes. Hey, it is what it is. It's not bad. It's not bad. But keep it small because here we entered into something we just were not ready for. It just seems off. It just seems off. If you drew it and colored it in and you liked it, and then you threw it on fake skin, you still liked it, and then you threw it on skin, I think you would have had a better result. All right. Matsuo. There's nothing here, my friend. Hey, I'm using a wand shader for these. Well, there's nothing there. Started tattooing about 6 months ago. Unfortunately, my friend, there's just nothing there. You forgot to add stuff to it. John Does. My 4th tattoo on my skin. Well, you took a photo with a heavy glare right in the middle with some shine. I got to burp again, no surprise. Holy smokes, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, what I like about this is I like the thick, bold line around the outside, around most everything, and then you have a bit of a thinner line around the eyes and teeth and whatnot. So I kind of like that. The lines aren't perfect, but you get away with that by having this thicker line that you can kind of sculpt as you go.
Yeah, a bit of heavy solid black whipped out in that. I'd have done it a world of good as well.
Yeah, it's pretty one-noted.
Yeah, very monotone. But like I said, lines aren't bad. They're not horribly bad. At least it's kept with a bigger liner.
Yeah.
Not trying going in with a 3-liner, which just makes your lines look awful.
It does, yeah. It went thicker, but you're right. A bit of black out here in the darkest spots and then whipping into what you currently have right here. Just more black sometimes. And you're going to find that out on paper. Put it on paper or whatever. I say paper, that can mean your tablet, whatever you're doing. Boom, push that black in there. Test it first. And then just follow your reference. So not bad. Not bad. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to put some black in there. But I like those bold lines. I mean, obviously, lining will improve with time and continue to work on it. Hey, man, enjoy the vids. Been tattooing for about 1.5 months, consecutively done a few on myself and some buddies. Mainly work/use fake skin till I feel extremely comfortable. Any tips or advice are much appreciated. Mainly work/use fake skin till I feel extremely comfortable. Well, I already see work on skin, so I'm kind of confused. 1.5 months, and you work on fake skin until you feel extremely comfortable. Well, this is not extremely comfortable work right here.
No.
In my opinion, like, yes, there are some good things here, but you want this to be at a very high standard, a high level with shading, with color packing. I mean, just really take your time and develop the skill before you put it on skin. And at least you went small. But as you can see, the lines here, the shoes are really, underwear are pretty rough, right? And those are those lines that are out there in the open, super visible. The shark you can get away with smoothing and hiding stuff, but you can't with these wide open legs. And obviously the red packed in there is a little splotchy as well. Check me out. So, I don't know. Let's check out. Wait, which way am I going? Let's try this way. I think this one's better.
Yep, it's best we've seen out of them.
Yep. Yep. When we have a blowout line here and there, and whatever this is, I don't know if you tried.
Looks
I'm not sure.
overworked.
Yeah, maybe that was where you were getting started with the black or something. But a lot of, for the most part, some of these lines are
Better,
consistent.
but it's better off instead of going on the skin. You're better off dialing it back again. Staying with your false skin. Get comfy on false skin. There's no urgency.
Right.
To get on skin.
Oh, is this smoke? I tattoo over a scar. I just tried to pack as much black. Oh, I think this is a scar. Is this smoke? Is this you, man?
No, I think somebody's asked a question about
packing
over scars and going over puffy scars. Well, first things first, I won't tattoo a scar that's under 3 years old because that's how long it takes to settle in your skin.
There we go. That's what happens when you glance over at the chat every once in a while and oh crap. Oh, okay. Well, I hope that helps you out there. I don't know what your name is. BC Wright. Hopefully that helps you out there. Just, it's not bad. Just got to maybe take your time. All right. Been continuing working on my techniques. These are some of my latest work. All right, let me go. I feel like if I start from the right and go left, that's the way it's supposed to be. Oh, well, this down here looks a little rough. This is overworked here or scarred a little bit. Now, me and Andy talked about scars the other day, and sometimes if it's a light enough kind of a scar, it will tone down, kind of cool off over time. But this is in there pretty hard. Too many pokes.
Yep.
Let's see here. I mean, I'm sure you got some good practice here putting these little bats in there, but I can see the lines, you know what I mean, are a little off here and there.
At least they've kept it simple, just doing silhouette.
Absolutely. That's a good point. That's a good point. Just might have to slow the machine down a little bit. I think that's going to do you wonders. Because everything seems a little harshly put in, and I think, again, you're running your machine just a little too fast. So it's getting too many pokes for the movement of your hand. So, okay. All right. This is
rough.
Yeah, this has got some heavily flaws in it, okay? Yeah. You're not stretching the skin for sure. You can see it up in here.
Is that in skin or is it on false skin, that Dave?
This looks like it's on human skin, but I mean I could be wrong. I don't know.
Just like a straight line at the bottom. So I don't know whether it's on skin or whether it's on false skin. If it's on false skin, I'm glad it's on false skin because it's not good at all.
Hopefully.
If it's on human skin, that's going to take some work to straighten up. Is that? I'll be honest.
Yeah, it could be fake skin because there's some other random stuff over here. Hopefully it is. If it is, continue on that fake skin.
Yeah.
This looks like human skin, and again, we're in the same boat. This is he's not blowing them out, or whoever this is. You're not blowing these lines out, but you're getting machines running too fast for your hand speed. So you're getting too many pokes as you're coming across that. And that also makes it kind of hard to read as well. So, a lot of pickups, a lot of shaky lines through here, a lot of going over it. Yeah,
where they've come back into it and they've missed. You see, you've got a fatter line, especially on the right hand side. This person needs to keep on false skin. Needs to get some smaller stuff. Like I said,
Go ahead.
You've got to, even as a tattoo artist, you've got a responsibility to look after whoever you're putting it on, whether it be your client. Well, not so much yourself. You can do whatever you want to yourself, but it can be,
right.
It's a family member or whatever. Just to say, well, these are there. These are permanent. No, come and see me in a couple of months, and then or whatever.
Yeah,
and then we'll think about it. But I'm not going to sit there and scar you up because I'm not comfortable. But
yeah,
like I said, back at head on that is it Casper the Ghost or whatever it is at top?
It's also the rough, the shaky. Yeah. I mean, we're getting a little bit less of that scarish look, but we are now appears to be getting a bit more of like a scratchy look, which is coming from what my opinion is a lot of times you're not getting a good stretch and you're just kind of like pulling in and out and kind of doing a scratchy sort of feel thing to it. You're not laying the needle down, running that line with confidence, and I think that confidence comes from a lack of practicing.
I think this person's in chat. Is it Haley? Haley ready? Is it Holly, Haley, ready? Myself and husband. Well, if you are, I understand that you're doing it on yourself and your husband, but just come back to fake. Just come back to fake skin for a couple of months and practice your line work. Just get it smooth. Start with a 7 or a 9 round liner because some of these look like
too small.
There might be a 5. Do you know what I mean? But practice your 7 with a 9 round liner. Get on fake skin. Try these again on fake skin, like you've said before, Dave. Try them again on fake skin. A little bit bigger liner.
Yeah, and I would stay away from bug pin needles, like when you're liners. Just stick with the standard number 12 liners. That is just personally. I did that for a while, and I went back to standards like a year ago, and it was much easier for me.
That's all I use is standard on liners.
Yeah, when it comes to liners, standard. Unless I will use a 5 round liner bug pin because to me it's the equivalent of like a 3.
Use a 7 round. If it's a 7 round liner, then
you're not getting that needle properly in the skin. Then
you're not getting it in right. If that's a 7 round liner, like I say, you just need to practice. Get yourself on fake skin. Just draw yourself some geometric shapes. Just take a pen and just draw geometric shapes on fake skin. That'll show your lining for what it is. And if you can't see your lining on the geometric shapes on fake skin, then you're on an hide into nowhere. Because geometric shapes, just line work, will show your lines up for exactly what they are. And anybody that I'm teaching, that's first thing when they get on fake skin. I'm sorry, but you're pulling lines. Geometric shapes, squares, circles, lines, straight lines. That's all you're doing to start with.
Well, thanks. I know we've looked at your work before, and it's good to just kind of watch it improve, but we need to work it a little bit more because we got some stuff that's a little overdone. We have stuff that's not quite done. So maybe let your skin be a little while. Run some lines on some fake skin so you know what these needles are supposed to look like. Get a good 45-degree angle or whatnot. You don't want to be straight up and down. Excuse me. If you're looking for a consistent needle depth, get a little bit of angle on your machine. But thank you for sending these in, guys. Give the stream a like. Our goal is absolutely 100. It's Sunday. We're always going for 100 on Sunday. So anyhow, give the stream a like. Appreciate you guys. If you're enjoying the content or you're just here, I appreciate you guys being in the stream as well. Definitely should be on fake skin. Right. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it sucks to hear, guys. It really, really does. But that's what you learn it the hard way or you listen. One of the two. Hey, Art, I'm using a wand shader for these. Okay, well, it looks like you're lining, and I've only seen the top of them. Started tattooing about 6 months ago. I only have 2 this time. I'm having trouble packing in solid black, so I've been only doing tattoos with minimal black packing. I use the wand shader, 8.7 volts to 9 volts only, and I have a wand packer, but have been avoiding using it because I feel like I'm not ready for that 4.2 stroke. Well, then why'd you buy it? That sounds rude, but no, you should use the packer. I mean, it's good for pack. That's why you're probably having problems packing black because you have a soft hitting 3.5 millimeter stroke Bishop wand shader that's made for shading, and you can line with it, but that packer is going to pack them lines in a lot quicker and smoother. So anyhow, speech over. Let's jump into it. There's some stuff that's all right here. Some of these scales right in this ballpark are all right, but
some that are double lined.
Yeah, and then up here is these are punched in. Actually, you have some blowouts up here.
Yeah, and they're not.
This is a soft area up in here, And it's
they're not smooth. They're not smooth out them lines.
No, out here, all these waves. Yeah. These waves are kind of jacked, and some of these scales. Yeah,
but I mean, even with shader, with shader 3.5 mil stroke, you should still be able to get.
Absolutely.
Just slow yourself down. You should still be able to get them lines in. But I'll be honest with you, 8.5 to 9 volts seems a high voltage. I don't know
Well,
what.
on that shader, on the Bishop One shader, it's not as high as it. I run at like 8.4 volts shading on that machine. So I do get that. I guess 9 seems maybe a little high, but I could see people use. It's not the same. Now, if you had 9 volts on the Packer, you would literally just be blowing your needle right out.
But what needles are you pushing? I mean, these are liner needles, isn't it? That he's got on here.
But some of these are a bit fatter. You see this? You got these nice, smoother, thicker lines.
Some nice smooth ones where it's actually gelled with whatever he's doing and got them in. And then some of them it's just like got away from him.
Definitely.
Some of them, a lot of lines that have been double banged and they've not been picked back up.
They said he used a 5-round liner and 3-round liner. Well, stop using a 3-round liner for one. And the 5-round liner, this actually looks like it might be a little bit bigger than a 5-round liner to me.
I mean, this would have been better in 9s and 7s.
Yeah. This is
It's Japanese.
Veer away from those small needles. Veer away from them small needles until you have a better grasp on things. Give yourself the best chance you can. A 7, a 9 round liner standard. Get comfortable with those. Figure out what that needle is supposed to look like, what the line weight is supposed to look like. Because again, this line going around the outside, I don't mind this main line. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's certainly better than the rest. So yeah, maybe don't worry about. But the good news is you can always back in this. Would you say, Andy? And definitely redeem yourself later on.
Go back and redeem yourself on this one. Just whack straight onto a 9-round liner. Or a 7-round liner. You can retrace this lot. And like I said, the good thing is it's Japanese. There's going to be a lot of black in it.
Absolutely.
And a lot of he gets away with some deeper colours. So you ain't got to worry about this. This is totally fixable. But like I say, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, what do we got here? This is just kind of suffers from just a little sloppy. I mean, these don't look like scales. They look like little rocks. And I don't know what the reference looks like, but they definitely don't look like scales.
Just looks free-handed. It's just free-handed. Just free-handed them scales in there. Yeah.
Well, Matsuo, thank you for sending these in, man. I hope that you understand what we're saying. I hope that you take it as, hey, I'm going to try different needles, and I'm going to go on fake skin. I'm going to see what those needles look like. I'm going to get comfortable. Then I'll go maybe to real skin again and try something small. See how you like those needles. See how things work out before jumping into a large koi fish, So anyhow, thanks for sending those in, man. All right. Next up, it is Samaya. We'll say Hopkins, or it says Maya up here. I've been tattooing 1 month now. These are a few pieces I've done for 1 month, and you're tattooing skin already. It's like, chill, take your time. I haven't looked at them. Maybe they're fantastic. But in 1 month, it's tempting. It's so tempting to just get right in there and start tattooing skin. But I have to advise that you don't. Because it's not the greatest. There are some good qualities though. I mean, it's not terrible, not at all terrible, but you could have done so much better, had you just spent a little bit more time on this. Maybe a little bit of the different line weights, because you can kind of see how you've gone over this a few times. Some of them it looks a little better than others, but there's no way to hide any flaws in this. Maybe something you could do to practice, is to fill this in with. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Andy.
No, I'm just going to say, you were just about to say it, Dave. Fill that 19 in with black.
Yes.
Yeah, fill it in with black because you got missed lines at top, bottom, on 9. You've got a double banged line at top at 1.
Yeah.
Just get in there and fill it in with black.
And you can practice. I mean, you can even practice doing some lines in there if you want. Maybe run lines this way or whatever, because you're going to go back in and fill that with solid black, and you're never going to see anything in there anyhow, since you've already created this. But at the same time, you can definitely get far more practice on some fake skin. And again, this is not horrible. Most of these lines are relatively consistent. It's just it lacks a little bit of cleanliness, not like literally dirty, just a little bit of crispness. But I guess that's from 1 month, you know what I mean?
On the redeeming factor on that one, which I will say, they have played it smart. They have done a dotted circle, which I like.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I've got to put that one in. The thoughts are saying circle, now putting dotted circle in.
That's it.
So that's the way to do it. If you can.
Yep. You save yourself such a headache than trying to put a freaking circle. Let's see. All right. So what goes around comes around. What you really see here is the what. And the what, is kind of blown out and kind of rough. It kind of looks a little scarry here and there. And again, I mean, that comes from just not having a lot of experience. Plus, you're on the knee. And everywhere you go here is going to be slightly different. You might feel it out here. You go here, it's going to be different. Here, it's going to be different. Then you go down here, it's going to be a little bit different. But
that would have looked so much better, and it looked so much cleaner if it was solid black lettering than a dot line, especially around the knee.
You could definitely go back in and do that and practice packing in that black. Yeah. So you know what? So more burps. This one's kind of hard to see, and I'm not sure if they tried to put color in there or not.
Is it a Lotus Flower? Is it?
I think so. And some of the lines on the inside just kind of make it feel a little chunky.
I can't make that one out.
Yeah, that one's a toughie.
Blue.
Blue line. Oof. I give you some credit. The lines are not bad for being 1 month in. But again, I would just, stick with black. Stick with black because, it's blue's very light. It's kind of a hard time. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. So thank you for sending those in, Maya. Yep. Wait, again? Did I just look at these? We did just look at these. All right. Yep. So let's jump to... Okay. FN asks, hey, have anyone tried Silverback ink? Now, I'm just going to throw my 2 cents on that one. I was like the first ink I ever used, and I did not like it, didn't care for it. I felt like I used their gray wash setup, like their 1, 2, 3, 4, and I felt like they were pretty much all the same. Now, they've come along, that was years ago, but I felt like their shades were pretty much all just super light. I didn't get a whole lot of feel in between them. I didn't really like them that much. That was just me, but I know there's a lot of people out there that really, really love Silverback. That's my 2 cents. So if you guys know anything about Silverback or have used it, let FN.57 know about it. All right. You ever use Silverback there?
No, I've never used it. I saw that. I've just had to get up and put fan on. If you can hear it and it's driving anybody nuts in background, let me know. Turn it back off. I'm cooking here.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I can't hear nothing. You're good.
Oh, you can't hear it. Good.
I can't. All right. We got a bunch here. All right. Been tattooing for almost a year. Watch your channel a lot. You have helped me with your opinion and advice. The KS is advanced watching your live now. Opinion and okay. So you're watching the live, Ryan, right now. Awesome, dude. We're gonna check it out. See what we got going on here. Interesting. Pretty cool. I like the imagery mainly because I grew up with the South Park and whatnot. My only problem with this, and it might heal out and look a little bit better once that redding calms down, but it kind of looks very dark. I don't know. It's like dark here and then dark in a few spots, but other than that, it kind of all feels kind of tonal.
Yeah, it's getting lost in itself.
But no, it's not bad. I don't think it's horrible.
No, it's not bad.
There's some lines here and there. All right. Oh, B. Smart way. Instead, like Andy said, don't do a line. Do some dots.
Cool.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Base clean.
Pretty decent. Yeah, not too bad.
Like I said, not biting off more than you can chew.
Then we start to fade off a little bit here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did this. If you did this down here, the lining is rough. The color is rough.
But that looks like an old tattoo. It looks like I wonder if he's done the loyalty.
I think the loyalty is the one he's showing us here. And
yeah.
It's like 70% there, maybe 65 or so, because we got these lines that are out there in the open here, and they're just not quite smooth. That's it. I mean, that's the headache with doing some of these scripts is you got to nail those lines. You got to nail the lines that are out there visible in the open, or they catch your eye, you know. All right, let's see. Oh, here you go, Andy. This is it
on lines.
Yeah. I think it's just in the midst of healing. I don't know. Well, you can see that we.
You can see his line work. Line work's off. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it is.
This one shows his line work up. Especially in some areas.
Yeah, this right here is probably some of these lines. These thinner, smaller lines are probably some of the rougher ones. Maybe just moving fast, not getting a proper stretch. A lot of times it's the basics.
But it looks like he may have even started with that one because it looks as he's got a bit more comfortable as he goes up the leg. Because
That's true.
As you go up the leg, the lines seem to get better.
Yep. Hey guys, Carol Bass says, don't forget to like the video all. Right on. Thank you, Carol Bass. Alrighty, but hey, you know what? It's not bad. You're going down. You're doing stuff. You know. So the black is packed really solid, but the lines here are not good. No, my friend.
And in between the buildings, you look at the openings in between the buildings and that.
Yeah,
they should run with each other and everything. And I know it might sound being nitpicky and but that's how it should be. And
yeah,
like I say, some of this writing on outside of this lettering is a bit rough.
Somebody said the building needs windows, Danny. I agree. It's something to break it up, but that's not even the issue. I mean, that could be fine if you didn't want windows, I suppose. It just, if it's going to be simple, it has to be clean. Which I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person by any means. Just saying. When it comes to this here, like Andy said, the lines, they got to be smooth. You got to get them in there. And here they kind of look light in some spots and put in hard in the others. We got a good, again, packing that black in there. It's solid. And in some of these spots, you got a nice smooth blend out. But in other spots, we're kind of outside the lines here and there with the shading as well. So it takes away from what it really could have been. I suppose you could probably clean this up. Wow, this is it fresh. Yep. So pretty much the same statement as before. I'm guessing you probably did this to yourself here on the stomach. So kudos to you for doing that. I'm not doing that. Not a chance, man. All right. Dylan Loft. All right. Real quick message from Manaboy. He says, I've been here from the beginning with you and just want to say you're freaking awesome. You rock, dude. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I truly appreciate that kind of support, and that's why I share your comment. All right, Dylan, you are up next. Let's see if he says anything down. Sometimes the words are at the bottom, I've learned. All right, Dylan, we have literally no information to go off of. You could be tattooing for 30 seconds or 30 years. We don't know. But this looks clean. I mean, not bad. I don't mind it. Yeah, do we have some different weights here, and maybe that's because things happen. This one's got some thicker antennas. This one's got some thinner antennas. This one's got some mid-grade antennas. But overall, I think most people would be like, oh, cool. Cool.
Smooth.
Yeah. Not bad. Hey, that's not bad either. I like this.
Nice little banger tattoo.
Yeah, nice thick line. Yeah, I like it. Like the shading, like the color. All right, what do we got here? All right, not bad. Not bad. We got, it's a little bit of line weight variation as far as, thickness and depth and, but overall, not too bad, I guess. I'd like to see this hat a little bit more filled in.
Saturated.
Yeah, it's a
few more colors. Well, it don't say how long he's been tattooing. I mean,
exactly.
It could have only been at it a couple of months.
Right, we don't know. Oh, okay, here we go. Another. Yeah, same thing, I think, is that saturation. It seems a little lightly saturated, personally.
Now the tail and the two back sections look to have more colours, more shading, but then it just seems to, whether it's the angle of picture, it just seems to run off as it comes over. I'm guessing it's a shrimp. As it's come over, shrimp.
Yeah, I like the back half is done really lining and everything much cleaner. The spots that stand out are the hat right in here, and we're just getting picky because overall it looks decent, and a little bit in the antenna or whatever you want to call those things. I don't know, but yeah, nice job. Is this which way am I going? I go this way. We're going that way. All right, overall not bad, Dylan. Thanks for sending those in, man. Pretty decent, pretty clean work.
Yeah,
always good to see. Always nice to see. Okay, I think we got Maya again. Maya, we already looked at these. Okay. 1 month each. Okay. Hey, she's just making sure. She's like, I'm sending it. Ain't getting away without checking it out. Good worm. All right. Da-da-da-da-da. How's the UV ink? Oh, okay. All right. Well, smoke. I don't even know if you're talking to me, Smoke, but I saw it over there. And I did mess around with that UV ink the other day. I sent Andy some photos and whatnot of it, and I gotta say, I'm kind of shocked. It was kind of wild to see the UV really like glow, and then put it in my skin and be like, "Holy crap! This stuff is like glowing." I feel like I belong in Area 51 or something, and now I'm just waiting for my leg to fall off. I could see some things good about it. Some things like some of the colors were like way more vibrant, and I liked them more than others. And this is just one brand. It'd be cool to see some of the other brands, but now that video should be coming out in like a week or two. Just gotta, excuse me, no surprise burping. Just gotta edit that up a little bit. My wife says not allowed. You're not allowed to use it. Well, she might be saving your life. We don't know yet, but yeah. Anyhow, so no, this Tuesday, guys. What is today? Sunday. Yep. Should be able to finish up the video a little bit tomorrow. It's just a little bit of a watercolor video, just sharing what little information I have, and some of that information was shared by Andy to me to help me out when I was monkeying with it. So we're going to pass that information on in Tuesday's video. So anyhow, that out of the way. All right.
I think we've seen that one.
Yeah, sure. We should see this one. I didn't see this one.
Didn't see this one. Same again. It's hardly there.
Yeah. The shading, hard to see what's going on in that one. Hopefully you learned something from that, but yeah.
Back leg.
Yeah. Yep. All right. King Ronald. All right, we got a bunch of pieces here. Name is Ron. Guys, give the stream a like if you're just hanging out here, you're just stopping by, and you're going to leave, whatever. Just give it a little like. All right. Name is Ron. I've been tattooing for about 13 months. Me and my wife, our travel nurses, and in between tattoo, all I can, some people got to read what they write. Me and my wife, our travel nurses, and in between tattoo, all I can, ... Just a few pics of some work. Stayed in fake skin 6 months. Thanks, bro. That's proof. I know I don't really talk, read, or write very well, but let's put a little effort in that. Okay. All right. There's some stuff that's decent here. I'm not really liking what's going on up here. The black, as you guys can probably see, mainly because you get a nice shot of it. I'm trying to point at the screen like you can see my finger or something, but I do have a little mouse that I think you can see right here. This area, and I can't zoom in any further, is where we're going to, when it heals, you're really going to have a lot of light spots because you can tell that the ink just isn't, the black is not packed in properly. And some of these lines look a little worn. But what do you think, Andy? I like the red one down here, though.
It's like we say, it's the black's patchy. It's got a few. That's definitely going to heal with a few holidays. Red one, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. Some of his scales have gone away from him. We've got some, especially midsection where it knocks in between itself. Some of the scales have gone away. We've got some big lines. And that I've seen similar ones to this a fair few times. And yeah, it's tricky to pull off. It's tricky to pull off with red. Especially with lining and everything. You just need to concentrate on your black. Get your black lines done and packing your black in. It's lacking a bit. Is that black? It needs work. And
I think also you have the reference over here, which I can see a bit more of it. I'm sure that the scales on that snake didn't have
Look
that
like
little
that.
woolly look and then go
Yeah.
right into a fence look. You see, we've seen this quite a bit when looking at the work. Is when it comes to scales, people get a little lost. I did a koi fisherman with my brother and got a little lost in the process. And some of the scales, like this is back in the early days, were a little off. Luckily, it's nothing crazy or whatnot, but I've been there. This looks out of control, busy.
Busy to point. It's hard to read.
I don't mind this little May 10th, October 19th. This is not too bad. I even like the little black whip outs here. It's breathable. It's just all throughout here. It's just very congested. And that color is still going to have some holidays in it because it's just not, packed in all the areas you'd want it. It's pretty like inconsistent. We got some dark blue, not packed in. So it's going to heal a little patchy. There are some good things here,
but it's not. Once it's healed, like I said, you can go back in with this. You could fix this, no problem. This can be fixed, no problem. Once you get a bit more time under his belt, and he gets a bit more comfortable, few colours, few deeper tones, and it'll pull it out. It would pull it out.
I didn't even see this little mouse in here. Didn't even see him. Holy cow. I can't zoom in any further. I would.
Oh, yeah. I can see it.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
Well,
This isn't too bad. Yeah, not too bad.
Colour effect. It's
lines might be a little shiny, and that could be the photo, or it could be there was, again, just kind of too many pokes in a short distance. But the color seems to be saturated much better in the browns, that pink, and like you said, I like that little.
I'm really liking his outside effect that he's put with it.
Yeah.
I'm digging that one. It's nice.
Yeah, I don't mind that one either. All right, what do we got here? Okay. This one's kind of got me torn a little bit because I do like the amount of heavy black, but again, I don't know. Maybe it has. Go ahead.
It's the bottom of it for me. You know, when I've got the banner, you've got the beads. It's some of the writing's really heavy. It's scarred. If you look at is it 6.89 pounds and 90? It looks either or it could be photo, or it's like double line. But I don't quite mind the clock and the rope effect that is put round it. It's done quite nice. Actually.
Yeah, and I like the little bit of white they threw in there too.
Yeah,
but you're right, down here really kills it.
Yeah, just maybe gone a bit too much on the face of it. They could have done the grey for the face of the watch a little bit different, but that's personal choice. But it's just the bottom of this tattoo. It just looks jumbled and lost. It don't fit.
Right, a little bit forced, eh?
Yeah.
Let's see here. A little sloth. Yeah. What's he on? Is it a key? Like a wooden key? Oops, excuse me again.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. All right. Well, you know what? The lines look all right on this. Consistent for the most part. I'm okay with the sloth. I think that the key tree thing and the sloth are too much of the same tone, so they kind of almost just kind of fall together, and that can be the trick sometimes, and that's why do it on tablet, do it on paper, whatever you got to do, and see what you have to do to make separation, because if you're doing it in black and gray, that's it. You just have tones. There's no colors to be like, so figure out do I need to put a little bit more black underneath the chin, or do I need to not do that? Do I need to take away from here to there to make it, hopefully you get what I'm saying. So anyhow, yeah, but not bad overall. That's cool that you and your wife are getting into this while being traveling nurses. Super cool. So take whatever we said and take what you want from that. All right. Katie Kelly. Hi, Dave. My name is Katie, and I've been tattooing for about 2 weeks. All right. I know my lines need work, but I was really eager to color this in. What can I do to help my lines out? The stencil was also very hard to see, so I know it looks different than the finished image. I appreciate you. Okay. Well, let's see what we got. Well, For 2 weeks, the lines aren't bad. Okay, you're on
No.
fake skin. You've been doing it for 2 weeks. I will say that like the sometimes you look at lines, right, and you can tell is the width of them, right? The width, the saturation, is that consistent, right? Do they all kind of have that consistency look? And for the most part, these all have a consistent needle depth. You know, maybe a lot of these seem like they were probably ran in a single pass. So, you know, are they perfect? No, not all of them. But again, you're on fake skin for 2 weeks. Andy, you want to touch on the color?
Color, 2 weeks in, Dave. What can we really say about color? Just put the color in. I mean, other than the leaves are all completely separate. So that bottom leaf that pokes out, she's actually come round the back of it, you know, with a black line. No, the next one round to, as I'm looking at the left, Dave.
This one here?
Yeah. She's actually come round right at the back and joined the leaf right at the back to define it. Whereas if you were thinking about, you probably wouldn't see that because you'd have darker shades of pink coming out of there. You won't see that. Them black lines are probably one to come so far around, other one stop a bit shorter. You know what I mean? It just come through. But I'm more bothered about the line work on this colour. 2 weeks in, and for 2 weeks in, the line work's not bad, and they're on fake skin.
Looks like real skin, maybe.
Yeah, and her line work at 2 weeks on this fake skin, and I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna say this is better than some of the previous ones we've just watched.
Right.
On fake skin, and she's 2 weeks in. Do you know what I mean? So she's obviously watching what she's doing.
Yeah, and this she has a fake skin up here and a fake skin here. So there's different brands. This one is, I think the one we're looking at right now is on the brand Real Skin. I think it's one of the better products to definitely work on and practice on. She talked about the stencil not sticking very well. Yeah, it can be tricky. Stencils don't really love to stick on fake skin very well. Hit them with the blow dryer if you want. Let them sit overnight, a couple days, whatever.
24 hours or so.
Yeah, think ahead. Try to plan it out if you can. Here is the piece again. Yeah, not bad. Love to see your work in another couple weeks, Katie. I think you're doing pretty good. Nice job. Looks like you're taking it serious because, you know, it's looking all right. All right, we saw this one the other day. We looked at this one last week. Eric, I don't know if you know this or not, buddy, but we looked at that last week. We did, right? Andy, you remember that one, right?
Yeah, okay. We looked at that.
I thought so. I thought so. Carol.
This is the ant again, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, another photo of the ant. Yeah, same thing we were talking about before. Just drilled in a little hard here in a few of these spots.
Bottom at leg, top at legs drilled in hard, bottom at legs in right.
So consistency, right? And that's going to come. This photo is a little bit better, but you can still see that same concept here, right? We got this line right here, which is a little light, like Andy said, and then these other ones.
Yeah, you can still see that there is a few blowouts there.
Yeah, but this is a much better photo and easier to see than the one she's had sent us before. And you can also see that the dots aren't there, so that's good.
Yeah.
So that's gonna come maybe better pick. Absolutely, Carol. And if you're gonna do a fake piece on your skin, do yourself a favor. Do it on paper. Line it out on paper. I mean, this is a simple line drawing. There's no like color and shading, all that. So, you know, maybe just practice on some paper, feel good about it, put it on a fake skin, spend an evening, 30 minutes to an hour, however long it takes. Care of each line matters, so much, and then put that on skin and give it the same amount of care. Treat each one just like it's everything. And over time, you will carry that into your work as well. So anyhow, I got to burp again, no surprise. Oh my gosh, excuse me. The stencil took 2 days to come off, Carol. That's really good though, because a lot of people always asking how to get the stencils down, so. All right, guys, if you're sending in work, I appreciate if you send in maybe 3 or 4, right? Because clearly this is a lot to go through. There's a lot of people send work in, so we want to get to as many people as possible. So we're going to be moving a bit quicker if you send in a lot more. Robert, more of what I've done. All right. The line work is rough in some spots.
But it works with this.
It does. You can get away with it.
Get away with it because it's supposed to be on stone, so you will actually get away with the line.
Right. And I don't mind the shading, though.
No.
It fits it.
Right.
Oof.
Whoa, I don't know whether that's shaded, overworked,
I
underpacked.
it looks like we're doing a drop shadow on this, but if it's healing, I can't really judge it if it's healing because it's hard to tell what's going on. Don't do this to yourself. Don't put yourself in this position. Don't take on tattoos that require pure lines, and there is no unless
There's
you're
no get out of
confident enough.
this.
Yeah, you can't get out of it. I mean, is it horrible? Absolutely not. Is it fixable and smooth it out to make it perfect? Sure, but overall, we got a lot of scratchy lines in here. This again also kind of looks like it might be like second day, maybe. It's got that kind of scabby, just barely starting to scab look, maybe.
Well, it's either
Hard to say
that
if it's
or
overdone.
it's either no. I think it's healing because if you look at the top of the Z, it looks like it's got that bit of flakiness still on it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So it's hard to judge this on.
Yeah, it is. It is hard
to.
to judge those, and this is another one where you just really shoot yourself in the foot by.
This looks like it's done with either a 3 or a 5 round liner. Does this?
Yeah, definitely gone over several times.
The bottom left-hand fine line on that from that blue into yellow is way out of control. It's there must be 2 or 3 lines there. You know, with fine liner.
Yeah. I mean, you know, again, choosing the right needle is important.
Yeah.
Not messing around with these tiny needles when, you know, we're working on fundamentals. Again, I would love to see, because all the work either kind of looks like it's slightly in the healing phase, and maybe just, you know, that's when you got photos, but the top of this sword, more than anything, is really crying out here. It just feels like forced or something, like really drilled in.
Some heavy lines. It's either running too fast and moving too slow, or
right,
really, really punching. You know,
absolutely.
And I'm not forcing that.
Go ahead, Andy.
It's forcing that needle in. I mean, just keep the fake skin. Just need
keep
some
more
practice.
Skin.
Keep fake skin.
And I'm not sure why this skull head is like
flat,
being like sucked up. So, you know, don't bite off more than you could chew. You know, Jen. All right. You know, you can still see here we're outside the lines, some of these, or that comes from that sketchy lining. Yeah. This one's not, I mean, it's not, it's better. I do
solid
like a little bit of shadow.
Got a little bit of shadow in it.
That white's going to fall out.
Yeah.
Some dry skin on this individual right here. All right, I'd like to see this one healed up. This one still has potential. I mean, it's hard to say. Hands are tough. Okay, more fake skin work is going to help out tremendously. You know, even if I'm looking at this black isn't saturated.
None. A few lines that are off, but his lines are actually better on the fake skin.
Yeah,
it's done on skin, but it just needs more practice on fake skin. And this stuff like he's doing here on this fake skin be great for his line work.
Yes, this is great practice. Great practice. Absolutely. Yeah, and I think you can also see what may have happened. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but you see every other one, and then we got a black. This is the kind of crap you got to be careful with out in the real world, really tattooing. If you start to doze off or not pay attention or not constantly look at that reference, you make a mistake like this on someone's skin. Oh, man, now you're sweating bullets, so be careful. All right, let's see. Danik says, I'll open a fake skin business. Hey, if you do, Danik, let us know, man.
Love
to be a part of it.
He sent me a picture, Dave. He's bought himself a piece of a real skin, and I'm not kidding you. You could use it as a full dining room table covering.
I saw it today.
It's massive.
Yeah, it's huge, dude. It's like literally a torso. I think he said it was like 40 inches or something.
Yeah. So
40 by 40.
If real skin have now got a shortage of deliveries, you know when it's all gone. Danik's got it. It's all sat on his table.
Yeah, he's gonna overcharge and start cutting off little chunks and mailing it out.
Yeah.
Chunk for you. Oh man. Okay, JJ. Let's see what we got, man. Did this about 30 minutes before you started the stream after taking a few months away from tattooing. Well, that could be rough, man. If you took a few months away from tattooing, then you get in, and then just come back. That could be rough. That could be rough. Well, all right, we got a stencil here.
Stencil.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say this stencil looks rough.
Yeah,
the stencil looks rough. So, again, I always say start with the drawing, blah, blah, blah. But if the drawing looks like this, you're setting yourself up for failure. If this is what you have to look at, if this is, and I'm not trying to be completely beat you up, man, I'm sorry, but if you're looking at this little pencil shading right here to tell you where to shade and where you want your blacks and your light shade, I mean, this is not setting you up. The handle's crooked. All right, rant over.
Yep,
JJ.
That is your roadmap.
Yeah. So, I mean, man, you got to put the effort in on the front end. And it shows, man.
And it shows.
It shows. I mean, and you know what's sad is that if the reference was better, this tattoo would have been better. No matter what your skill level is, no matter what your skill level is with tattooing and pulling lines, it would have been better, because this unfortunately it just doesn't look clean. It doesn't look that good. It looks, yeah. I don't know. And I could tell you, me and Andy could tell you about do this with your lines, do that, do this. But at the end of the day, start here. Start here with that reference. That's
it's
it.
Not a good reference. If you got crooked lines on your stencil, you're going to tattoo crooked lines. Yeah,
we do record the stream. It goes live after this. Sorry, I just want to answer that quick question from Maloney. Yeah, they're recorded. So we go live, and then after we're done, it's up for you guys to watch afterwards. No editing, no nothing. It just goes straight up. Yeah, like Andy said. Yeah, so that's your problem, JJ. It's been a while. You jump back into it. You might have the tattoo in the tattoo machines and the equipment and the inks, but you got to take the time, to make sure that what you start with is decent. So. Okay. Eugene says, yo, what up, Dave? Hope all is well with you and Andy B. Well, been at it tattooing for a month. Here are a few more of my pieces. Thanks for all you're doing to help others and the community that has been built here. It's a good point, Eugene. I'm really happy with the group of people that we built, right? Sure, there's only maybe 50 to 100 of us here at a given time, but the people who are in the chat, the people who are here, it's been cool to actually finally really get to know people, to be talking to Andy B. Andy B's been supporting the channel from the very beginning, to see us here just hanging out, talking tattoos. It's just cool. It's just cool. Hey. I like this. I do. I like this piece.
Wait. Nice clean sticker tattoo, this.
I do. Yeah. It's like it doesn't have to be anything crazy. This is nice. The black is saturated well. It's on fake skin. It's relatively clean.
Definitely. Yeah. It's only a few months and that. There's nothing wrong for a few months. Oh, quite like this.
I quite like it too. I like the color usage too, actually. Not just flat. Blacks again are in. The lines are clean.
Few colours in. Oranges and browns?
Yeah.
And that in it. Really stylistic. I like this. I'd nice.
I'd wear it. Yeah. Heck yeah.
You're not the only one.
It is what it is. It's not bad. It's kind of, don't take it the wrong way, man. It's a little boring for me, but that's, that's neither here nor there.
But it's smooth on outside edges.
Yeah,
for a few places.
Yeah, a few places I'd like to see that blue kind of come across and be the same consistent across. But, same down here, which kind of, they're almost identical right across here. So maybe it's meant to be that way. What do I know? But overall, man, between the other two pieces and everything, Eugene, keep at it, man. You're going down the road. You're going down the right road. It's looking good, man. It's looking good. I like that clean, bold work, All right, Eric, you are up next. Hey, guys, give the stream a like. Eric, what are you doing, brother? Man,
we've seen this one.
We've seen this. Go to last Sunday, right? Yeah, last Sunday's video, last Sunday special, and you will see yours in there. We did talk about it.
2 minutes there, bathroom break, mate.
Yeah, go ahead, bud. All right. I'm from Germany. I practice since 4 months now. All right. Oh, this is cool. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like this. Just a quick glance, as your eyes start to take in stuff, maybe you see other stuff. Um, I will say I think lines still need a little work. You can tell in some of these spots they weren't quite as great as you'd like them to be, but um, you're covering a large area here, so you're going to have what feels great in one spot, lines going a little rougher in the other. Some oh crap, now they're going in really deep. And it works out that this is bones as well. So when you have these little like wobbles here and there, I don't know if you followed the stencil and that's what it was, or if it was a wobble. So it works in your favor. The stipple shading is perfect here. It doesn't get too muddy. It has enough breathing room. Some spots, like in the head and whatnot, I think it could have been maybe crosshatched the other way and gotten a little bit smoother. But overall, I think it's a cool piece. Nothing crazy. What do we got here? Yeah. I would like to see here. Okay, so I like the stipple shading you have going on, but your lining is where you're falling. Look. You can really tell. Look at the lettering going around the outside here. It's single line, but it's like a very unclean, non-saturated, not deep enough, all throughout this thing, all throughout here. Now, the shading's in the right spots. The stipple shading's in the right spots. I'd like to see it a little bit more cross-hatching, maybe a little smoother in some areas, but lining is your biggest issue here, definitely, because this could take you to a whole nother level if that lining was a bit more on par. So take your time, focus on that line work. I think it's really gonna do wonders for you. All right, Theo. There's nothing here. There's nothing there, so I have to move on. All right. Oh, we're doing pretty good. We might make it through most of these people. Well, Jett, you are up next. Let me know, how are we doing out there, guys? How are we doing? All right. Hi, I've been tattooing for a few years, but took a break for quite some time. When I tattooed before, I used a traditional tattoo gun. Now, since I started back up, I have a mask similar to the ones you use. Still, total number of tattoos I've done could count on two hands. That's okay. The quantity of tattoos does not matter. The quality of tattoos does matter. We definitely want quality over quantity. Let's see. So we have a bunch of the images are from the last one I did on myself. This I done on my foot. It was all right. So we're gonna start with the one you did on your foot, using a traditional tattoo gun years ago. Kept hitting a nerve. All right, very hard to see. As you can see, a lot of this love fell out. The leaves, I'm assuming, are leaves over here. Not the greatest. The flower held a little bit. We used a few colors. Obviously, not what you're looking for in a tattoo. But if we jump over here, yeah. So this, I guarantee that needle is just doing like all kinds of bouncing around, all kinds of in and out. We'd have no depth consistency. I remember when I made lines like this, and it was uncontrolled. The machine's not controlled. The skin's not stretched out properly. It's going too deep. It's going too shallow. So again, if this is the kind of work you're doing, there's no need to continue tattooing skin. There's no need to worry about how many tattoos you've done. Pull it back. Go back to some fake skin. Practice. Get some good fake skin. Get some true skin. Get some real skin. It's called. Get some pound of flesh. Try these out. It's gonna be worth it if you take this serious. Definitely want to practice on fake skin, because moving forward, doing stuff like this, you're just going to continue doing stuff like this. I've seen it. People send 5 or 6 pieces over the course of a year, and they all look the same because they're not actually improving. They're just doing the same thing over and over, expecting a better result, which you will over a long course of time, but you're going to end up with a horrible reputation on your way there. Same here. Love. I will say, hey, at least this red has got some sort of saturation to it. So, that's a good thing. We can take that from this. All right. Obviously, we lose our saturation a bit over here, but nonetheless, Jett, Michael, I can't pronounce words. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to make sure everything's still working out. All right. All right, let me know what you think. All right, Anthony, let's take a look here. Okay, I think it's a good thing you're on fake skin,
Yep.
Anthony. And you know, um, stay there, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sending a piece of work in after a short period of time, and us saying, "Good, you're on fake skin. Stay there for a little while." This is what I would work on, and that's what we're probably going to tell you right now. This is what I would work on: your lines. Don't worry about this stipple shading. Don't even worry. Don't even monkey around with that. Doesn't matter. Um, if you can't line, then you have nothing to put shading in. So work on them lines, consistent lines. See this? This is not consistent. We have a light line, a little bit darker line. We have lines that have been gone over several times. If we can't pull good lines on fake skin, even though it's different from real skin, we're not going to do ourselves any favor. We're not going to be able to pull lines on real skin. So let's take a look at this one. Okay. I stand by what I just said.
Yep.
Don't worry about packing in color. Don't worry about any of this because this is not done well. But that's okay. You're on fake skin. You just don't know what to do with your fake skin. Again, look at this black over here. That's not it, right? Don't worry about packing in color right now. Maybe watch some videos about it just so it's, linger and watch videos and take on information. But when it comes to practicing, you have to walk before you can run before you can whatever's next after running. So start walking, run lines, practice lines. I like the line weight. What do you say, Andy, about decent size?
Yeah, decent size. Don't know what liner is used, but could have got away with a 9-round liner, which had developed him. It looks like there's a lot of hesitance and how can you put it? Not actually physically looking at what he's doing. E.g., I've run one line. Oh, that don't look right. That don't look right, don't that? It don't look solid. It don't look crisp. It don't look all in. So then try something different on your next line. And then if it works, it's like, oh yeah, I'll try that again on my next line. And if it continues working, you've just carried on. The lines are wrong, but just carried on doing them lines anyway. Instead of trying to change it up. And just, even like we said before, just take a corner of a piece of fake skin and just try pulling some lines, different consistency lines and that speed. For your hand speed, is it try slow your machine down if you think you're going too fast? Well, that's not work. It's made my line worse. So I'll put my voltage back up to where it was and just slow my hand down. It's things like that will make a difference to his line work. And obviously,
and like Danik said, he said right away, you can tell this is probably some very cheap Amazon fake skin. And I thought, oh, you might be right. Let me take a closer look. And you can kind of tell over here when you can catch a corner and you can see the thickness of the fake skin, that quality. Yeah. Also, what would really help this individual out would be, again, investing in a decent fake skin. If you take this serious, if you're here to just, just dabble in it and, mess around and have fun or whatever you want to call it, then I guess it is what it is. But if you're taking it serious, pursuing this, then get yourself some good fake skin, some real skin, some pound of flesh, some true skin, or just some thicker fake cheap skin, It's going to make the process better and what have you. So good call there, Danik. And if you need anything, Danik has an entire
cow.
Yeah, he's got like a table-sized piece of fake skin. He's probably going to start selling. I imagine. Can't use all that. Excuse me. Crypto Green. I love what you guys do. All right. Well, thank you. No
problem.
All right. Matt Clapper. Wanna be critique. All right. Wanna be critique. All right. Right on. Ooh. Let's get a little closer here. All right. There are it's also good John fake skin. It's not horrible or anything. I'm not saying like, oh God. I do like a lot of these lines are nice, and I think a lot of them are consistent and appear to be like a single pass committed line. Some are definitely gone over, maybe a little wobbly here, especially up around this moon.
Yeah.
But they're not bad, and you're practicing. I do like some of this soft whip shading, stimply look you're getting. Black is packed. It's somewhat smartly done from a thinking about contrast and a tattoo, um, and it's a little bit of a thicker fake skin. You can tell by these little slots up here in the fake skin that, where this came from and the type it is. So not too bad. This one looks cool over here.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. I've spied that one as well.
Oh, my bad.
Oh no.
On the hand. All right. Well, this individual has not watched any of our videos or any of our lives, because if you do, everybody wants to tattoo right on the hand. They're like, all right. And this is not horrible. It's not great. It's not horrible, but it has a cabbage feel. And for some reason, a lot of times these roses do, especially when they're not, executed quite perfectly. The lining's not bad. There's some good things here, but again, just like stay off the hand. Why do that to yourself? It's harder. The healing's harder. The whole 9 yards. So anyhow, you can go ahead, Andy. I just wanted to say those couple words.
I don't quite mind the outside line. Is it perfect? No. Outside line, it gets lost on inner part of rows. Like you said, when you're learning, don't put it on hand. It's out there for everybody to see for the rest of your life.
Right.
Well, unless you want to come and see us and we'll laser it off for you, but there you go. But, I mean, is it salvageable, this? Yes, it can be salvaged at a later date, e.g. put some black in, turn it into a traditional rose, whack some red in, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Few leaves on it, green, this, that, and other. It can be done. But not quite pulled it off. Not horrible. It just doesn't get quite pulled off, not this one. And just that very centre of the rose, that very, very centre of the rose is just missed the mark.
Right,
just missed the mark a little bit. But I think it can be salvaged. But it looks like I'm looking at the piece of fake skin underneath it. It's been practicing roses.
Right, that's a plus.
That's
a plus. That's a plus.
It should have finished that one on fake skin first.
Oh, yeah. I think I halfway through and it's like, screw it, I got this crap.
Yeah, that's it. Sack it, I'm off on hand.
Yeah. So, you're like, and I do like what I'm seeing here too, though, in the background. I got a bottle that's wrapped.
Yeah.
We have a lot of plastic film. It looks like you're doing your best, to be as clean as you can. I can tell, even behind this is, got some plastic. The work is, pretty decent here on fake skin, but stay on the fake skin. Take your time.
Yep.
All right? No need.
Going in the right direction, though.
Yeah, absolutely going in a good direction. So keep at that. Okay, tattoo is unfinished. Needs a few lines, touch up, shading and color. I wanted to see what you think. This is an original drawing I did for my brother. Hopefully you did not freehand this for your brother, and hopefully you stenciled it and everything. So this tattoo is unfinished. Needs a few lines, touched up, shading and color. So it's pretty much okay. All right. Look at every one of these lines
needs touching up.
Yeah. So by touch up, not to be jerk, but we're here to help you out. And look, the whole thing needs relined when it's healed with probably a fatter liner to smooth everything out.
To be honest, I'll be looking at going over them with a round shader.
That's it. Absolutely. This is going to be like an 11 round shader, 9 round shader.
Yeah. And I'd have to turn that into some sort of illustrative / semi-traditional crossbreed, of a tattoo in colour. Bold colours.
Yeah, this style of it would have to change a little bit. I wouldn't don't go in here and shade this. Don't go in here and color this. Say what you want if you're getting offended by what I'm saying, but I'm just going to give you advice, and you're either going to take it or not. It's really up to you. But don't go in here and color this. Don't go in here and shade this. Practice lines on fake skin. Get yourself some fatter round shaders, 7 round shader, 9 round shader. Get comfortable with them. Don't jump into this, okay? Because a round shader requires a lot more stretch, a little bit more power in the machine, a proper machine angle, and you absolutely want this to heal. Give this a full, like Andy was talking, it takes about 12 weeks to fully heal. Give this at least a few months, and then if you have to, or let them get it done fixed by somebody else. But if you're going to do it, You need to really think about it and fix this, because don't think shading color it's going to fix this, because it's not, unless you absolutely know what you're doing.
No.
And even then, it's not going to fix it.
No, it's going to take a lot of fixing.
Yeah. Danik said, don't tattoo tattoos that has tattoos in it. Right.
Yeah.
All right. He's got little tattoos in it. Right? He's got, his tattoos actually look a little bit better than this tattoo. And I'm not being, I hate doing that because now I feel like I'm being a jerk. But hey, look, man, it needs some help. All right. It needs some help. And I hope you didn't do this spit up there at the top either. I need some help with it. All right. So anyhow, that's that. Sometimes, honesty is the best thing. And again, if you watch this, we're not just here rag at people. That's not what we do. Andrew Ravella, we'll just call you Andrew, obviously. Been tattooing a year now. Help me with advice. Now, some people, I'm going to look at this. All right, let's take a look. All right, so yeah, some really light lines, really light in here. I guess maybe they're going to go back.
As he put them in light, as in the light wash, is he going to go back and colour them? Is he going to go back and shade them? It's a basic tattoo. Obviously, cross on top at Spire's blown out.
Yes, up here.
Yeah, we've got a couple top at Spire, very point at top at Spire. Yeah, that's really heavily done in.
Some of these black lines, I've gone over so many times. That,
you got a double line coming down outside at Tower.
Yeah.
And some of them are putting really hard.
Yeah, that's gonna come into just getting comfortable, pulling lines, and then you choose an image. All right, so you're practicing lines. Choose an image that is organic, has organic lines, a leaf. I mean, we do see a lot of flowers, which is fine, but yeah, those organic things. So you don't have that pressure of trying to get a perfect straight line while you're still trying to figure out what a saturated line looks like. Assuming you practice properly on fake skin and then you've gone to real skin, there's still a transition period where you're trying to figure out, I did really good on fake skin. Like I honed my work, like they said, my work's really good on fake skin, super clean lines. Obviously, you're going to go to real skin, and it's not going to be as perfect. So give yourself a best fighting chance you can, and use tattoo organic stuff. Organic vegetables. Why are vegetables? Probably organic. Flowers, leaves, stuff like that. Stuff that if you miss the mark, it's okay. It's a leaf, so it's a little longer than it was expected. Whatever, but you can't fix. I mean, you can, but it's a perfect symmetry kind of a thing, right? Okay, so here we are on fake skin. And I can tell here the lines aren't the greatest. So you're already fine. And this looks like cheap, crappy fake skin, which kudos to you for using and making, an artwork on it. But again, if you want to take it serious, you really want to take your practice to the next level, get good fake skin, hit Danik up for some real skin. I'm just kidding. But you got real skin again. You got True Skin. There's other brands, Pound of Flesh. That's going to be your best friend. So, yeah. This is pretty dark. Keep practicing on fake skin. Because it's not horrible on fake skin, but it's definitely not where you want it to be before you jump into human skin.
Super dark.
Yeah. Yep. Super dark. And again, you're on this really thin stuff, man. Get yourself some thicker fake skin, and I think you're going to really enjoy the process more. Your line work's going to improve. You're going to get a better understanding of what is happening. Yeah, people are going to be disappointed when they realize we're just kidding about Danik having tattoo skins out there. Okay, man. So, Andrew, I hope that whatever we had to say helped you out in some way, shape, or form. They said, I need Pound of Flesh. Matt's looking for Pound of Flesh, doesn't know where to get it. If any of you guys know where he can buy Pound of Flesh, let him know. I'm pretty sure you can go straight to Pound of Flesh. Been tattooing since March 2021. Self-taught, healed moth and flowers. Just added the moon and other leaves. How long you been tattooing? March.
Just over a year.
Yeah, okay.
Self-taught.
Not
Well,
too bad. Go ahead, Andy.
no. Well,
If you,
the thing, they're self-taught. They're paying attention to what they're doing.
sure.
They've paid attention all the way along, to the line. I'm looking at these really fine black leaves at the top, right, and the lines down it. The fine lines, but they're not horrible. They're not.
Right.
Yes, but we can all get a little wobble on. They're done with a fine line of them, but
Sure.
we can all get a bit of a wobble on. And that they're not horrible. The moth, I quite like it.
Yeah.
Straight there. For what it is and where it is and everything, lines are punched in because that looks healed. Looks like it's been done maybe in a couple of. Because it looks like the moon and the leaves at the top are new, and maybe the leaves at the bottom are new.
Right. It looks like these little bits down here and these little bits up here with these the moon.
It looks like they've got it in there. The lines on the moth don't look bad, to be honest. To me, they've got some different varying line weights. Nice little bit of light shading in, bit of dark in it, and it really works for this piece. And
I think so too. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I think you're right, Andy. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
No, I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all.
Bad. Yep, pretty cool for a year. That's it. That's I think most people will be happy with that tattoo. It's healed as well, like we've already said. So you can already see what's there is there. So these parts are going to fall out. They're there. It's healed. So accomplishment.
I don't think the client would be object to that one.
No, they clearly came back and said, "Hey, man, can you add I'd like a little bit more, maybe a fill under the fingers. Maybe we do a little," and it was tastefully done. I like it. Unfortunately, I can't download this video because I even know back in the day I told everybody send me videos and pictures, but unfortunately, I won't take the risk and on videos, downloading, computer, yada yada. Guys, give the stream a like. We're going for 100, and we're at 61. What the heck is going on? Anyhow, so give the stream a like. Also, guys, if you would like to follow me, you can follow me here on Instagram at DaveInks88 and on Facebook at Death Punch Inc. And you can also follow Andy wherever. Go ahead, Matty.
Yeah, you can get me Facebook, which is LS Inc Tattoos. Or if you fly across to Instagram, I have Instagram, which is LS Inc 2019, which I know a few of them off here have already found me. I keep getting pictures off Danny. There we go. That's my kitchen table covered in everybody's false skin.
Right. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Thank you to Vintage Jason. He says, I feel like these critiques are as insightful as the tutorials. I've learned some stuff today. Definitely need to raise my personal standards. Well, thank you, Jason. That's cool, man. That's really good to hear, because sometimes you just don't know if who's watching. We do have people in the chat who are talking, but you don't ever know who's just chilling in bed watching. That would be me. Anyhow, so let's go here. Hey, my name is Sean. I'm new in tattooing. I've been practicing a couple months. Let me know where I can improve. Do our best, man. Okay, well, at least you sent everything in one photo. I guess that makes it a little easier, sort of.
Right.
It's a little all over the place.
Let's go.
Where do you want to go, Andy? Actually, let's go to this one first. Yeah, let's check this one out first, and then we'll jump over to the other ones. Because this one's all by itself. I don't know why, but this one's by itself, and then these ones. Is that that one healed? All right, this is that one healed, I think.
Is it? I mean,
is it? Yeah, because it's got a little ghost next to it.
Yeah. Black's not. The black round back hood could have been punched in a little bit better for me. Whipped out, solid. It would have made this tattoo look a lot better. It's not helping. It's got a super glare on it. There's not much in way of line work to critique on this one. If you actually look at it,
there's not a lot. I think the shading's a little rough, but clearly, as we can see when it heals out, black and gray is wonderful in that way, and that it actually will heal a bit better than you think sometimes. Don't take that as like some sort of cushion where you can just do whatever you want and don't worry, it'll heal okay. Not exactly that way. Yeah, there's you can see a few pickups and put downs. These are a long swooping line go around the entire head. So, is it great? I'm not in love with this piece. I think it's sloppy in my opinion personally. But again, I don't really know what you're doing, I mean, as you can see, healed out all right. I still think those lines, like I said, around the outside are a little eye catching if we're going to be, slightly picky. Um, I don't know, the rose, maybe too much black,
I want to say it's
which
a bit
is
dark.
yeah, and
Bit
I love
black next
yeah.
to black next to black for shading on that.
Right.
Nice that it's left open space. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
just them blacks up against just a bit more break and a bit more open skin. Circles, I'll say it again.
The
It's
basketballs.
it's not too bad, but it's
No.
a circle. It's not, but it's meant to be a circle, but it's not a circle if you understand.
Right. I don't mind this one because, well, it's a simple black and open skin, but you got to make sure wherever you put that black, that's saturated really well, right? So this could be saturated just a little bit better up in the head there. I like this Rick and Morty piece. Yeah, the few lines that are off a little bit are not super noticeable. And the rest of these are, they're decent little tattoos. And at least you're doing small little
Small.
tattoos. Yeah, learning things. Some of them might be a little bigger than I'd say even, but hey, we got a little head, a little, pumpkin, colored in pumpkin here. So overall, not bad, right? Overall, you're going in a direction. Just you want it smoother, a little bit smoother of things, but I guess that'll come in time. It's only been a couple months. Maybe when you're not doing little tattoos on yourself, work on that fake skin, practice on that fake skin. Okay.
What's that then? Eugene? Yeah, we did Eugene's, didn't we?
Yeah, Eugene.
Yeah, we did Eugene.
Get to you, buddy. You'll probably just have to watch the replay, when we're done. And you could probably scroll across until you see your work there and then just watch that section or whatever. Or watch the whole thing. That'd be cool too, but you know what I mean? Yep. Yep, Dan says overall good little slap-ons. 3 a.m, watching from Dubai.
Whoa.
Good to have like this YouTube channel for a tattoo beginner. It helps us a lot. Keep doing this, guys. That's awesome, man. That's who we're here to help. I know there's some information for in-betweeners. There's some information. Well, there's probably more information for newbies now, but I just remember there being absolutely nothing. So while other people say, you shouldn't help people who don't know what they're doing. Well, I mean, you don't know what you're doing because
we all didn't know what we were doing.
Didn't know what you were doing. I love how everyone's like, I started at home in my basement or in my kitchen, but I don't recommend people do that. Okay. But if everybody I meet or you see on TV or online says, well, I learned self-taught, but I don't recommend. I think everybody should be in an apprenticeship. I do too, but that's not realistic. Clearly, it wasn't realistic for most people who are telling us this. Whatever. Catch hate for it, but I don't care. All right. What's up, man? I'm from Sweden, and this is my first try on realistic style tattoo. Any tips for improvement? Feel like I have to get a softer shade. Love your work. Sorry, dude. Here's the pick. Hey, at least you got the pick in. Ooh.
All right.
I don't mind it. I know what you mean with that softer shade, but look at the skin you're using, dude. This is crap fake skin, and you've managed to get something. Yeah, you managed to get something pretty decent on here. Your lines aren't even that bad either. We zoom in here, they're pretty consistent considering, again, that's some crap fake skin you have there, and there's no disrespect against that. It comes with a lot of stuff, comes with this fake skin. And if you don't know, you don't know. Get yourself some good skin, real skin, true skin, pound of flesh.
Where he's put solid blacks in, it's not gone in solid black. And it's not for a case of that he's not put it in solid black. It's a case of this skin won't take it for him. And I think this person's going to be held back by, if he keeps using this type of false skin, he's going to be held back by it because he's just not going to get the smoother shades. It's not going to allow him. It's going to come out patchy. So he's going to get frustrated really quick. But the potential's there.
Yeah, definitely. Get some good fake skin.
Yeah, invest in some decent false skin.
Because like Andy just said, the potential's there. You can see the skills there.
Yeah.
The understanding of shading and stuff, it's there. It just needs a better opportunity to shine, and that fake skin will definitely give it to you. Yeah, overall, nice job. Much love back to you in Sweden, man. All right, next up. All right. Hey, Dave, I've been tattooing for about a year and a half now at a fine line studio. Okay. I was just wondering what you think about my work. Thank you for your time. All right. How I've been tattooing almost a year now at a fine line studio. I was wondering what you think about my work. All right. We'll start over here. Well,
Yes,
telling from this,
these are fine lines.
It looks pretty nice. Them tiny lines are a son of a gun. I could go in here and be like, oh, look at that. But
no, I'm not going to.
Small lines, guys. Small lines.
When you've zoomed in, you look at the scales that they've done with this tiny little needle, and they're quite slick. You know what I mean? And this is only going to be a really fine tattoo.
Yeah, it's a very, very fine, very small line. I mean, you really, when it's this small, if you go back over a line, you risk thickening it too much or anything, and then you're left with more of a eyesore, right? So it's like oh goodness, excuse me. This is a little bit thicker of a line, not by a lot, but a little bit.
I like this.
This looks good to me. I like it. I think it looks all right. I like the shading in it. It's very simple, clean. Dot work in here.
I can't really comment much. I mean, it's organic, so if lines are a bit shaky, a bit wobbly, you're going to get away with it. You can't critique on it because it can be like that. But they're all in there. The lines are all in there, and nice little bit of attention to detail in the center.
I like the contrast in it too, Andy. I like how we have just little pockets of black, a bit of black here. I think it can. Ooh, I like this one.
This is nice.
I like this one. I really do. I do, and tattooing this spot on people is a painful location. I've been currently working on a piece pretty similar.
Yeah, nice little bit shading.
Yeah, very nice. I like this one a lot. Nice job. This is a tough location. You're fighting a client. Obviously, the better the client is, the better it turns out, for sure. But nice job. Oh, this is wild. Pretty cool dragon piece here as well. I dig it. I think you're definitely in that style.
Yep. I think it suits this style suits this person. But if that's where they've been, if that's where they've come from, spent a year and a half in a fine line tattoo studio. It's going to suit their style, and they're doing really well.
I think absolutely.
Really nice.
18 months. Okay, 18 months. Okay, good. And it's good you're in a place that does what you like to do. I'm assuming that's what you like to do, or you probably wouldn't be there. All right, 2 more emails, guys, and then we're just going to take some questions, talk for a few minutes, and we'll be off of here. So, anyhow, these are the last 2. Richard, you're going to end it. So, here we go. Oh, I can already see some of them. I'm kind of excited about it. John, hi there. My name is John. Been tattooing 8 years here in Dubai Underground. Oh, yeah, Dubai Underground. I love the sound of that, man. Like, I know you're probably like, well, we wish we weren't underground, but I'm like, yes, fight against the machine. 8 years in the underground. I love it. I just did my first back piece tattoo. I did a lion. It's not yet done. We did 3 sessions as of now. My client and me plan to do the eyes colored, so that's why I don't yet put any color or shading. Please give me some advice how I improve more my skills. Thank you very much, and more power for both of you. More power to you, John.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome
keep it going.
Absolutely, man.
Whoa.
I really like this, man.
Yep.
It's very bold. Yeah, dude. I mean, if I were to say anything, it's just personal preference. But overall, 3 sessions in, dude, you almost got his entire back covered.
Yeah.
See, sick.
Just a few personal preferences for me where this kid probably knows this, and it's an easy fix. All I'd like to have seen is in the fur on the face. It's quite tonal. It's quite monotonal. at the minute. So whereas if you're looking at how we're looking at it, is the left-hand cheek here, you can see like the stripes where he's got the darker in, coming up this side. I'd like to see a little bit more of that, but that's my personal preference. That's all. On the other side, a bit more up just to give it that feel, just deepen it, just put some rich black in just to take it backwards.
Yeah, kind of like they've done down here in the down here and up here. And I, like we're saying, optimistically, I'm hoping that we will get an opportunity to see more of that as this piece comes along, But yeah, definitely, it's almost, I could see this piece, you kind of finish the upper left portion of it, the hair, get the mane in the rest of the way on the way down, and then just take, or obviously have color in the eyes, maybe save that for the very, very end, but then have that one more session where you really go through, everything's healed now. You put in that rich black, you put in those other tones, those last bits of tones to really pull this sucker in together, and then pop them eyes and bing, bada, boom. Awesome job, though, man. I'm jealous because I would love the opportunity to do something.
Full blackface.
Yeah, I've never done anything like this. That big, one image on the back. I think you placed it well. The way the mane comes up and fills this out, it's gonna fill it out nicely.
Yeah.
John, please send us a picture next Sunday if you can. Hopefully I can get to it. Whatever. I don't know, but if you get the opportunity, John, just throw us another email as you go along, because it'd be really cool to see this one go. Yep. And then obviously maybe some highlights later on the white here and there. I don't know, but I think it's cool, man. I think it's going in a really awesome direction, and that's all I have to say. Let's see, Richard, tattooing 1.5 years. How many we got? Just one.
Just the one.
Okay, 1.5 years, eh? And we just got the one, eh? All right, and that's some thin fake skin.
Yep.
The color's not too bad in that thin skin, really, because it usually looks super patchy. This don't look too patchy.
I know, and it don't look like he's chewed the skin up getting it in either.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. The lines,
couple of line issues, especially down front of his coat.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, line weight. So we said line weight issues.
A little bit. I'd love to see the tongue maybe be red. I don't know. It's just like open in there, but whatever. Yeah.
But like I say, it's
not too bad. Not too bad. Send us some more work, man. If you've been at it for 1.5 years, come on. You got to have some more than this, which it doesn't matter if you do or don't. It really doesn't. I'm just keep giving you a hard time, Richard. But all right, guys. It looks like that is that. We actually accomplished all of the emails.
Wow.
I'm not leaving just yet, but give the stream a like, guys. Give the stream a like. And also, if you have any questions, anything at all, let us know. Send a quick message down there, and we can happily discuss anything you guys want to discuss. If I don't know it or Andy doesn't know it, I'm truly going to tell you I don't know.
If we okay. Don't, somebody in chat may do.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, let me know.
John, the lad that's done the back pieces in chat.
John. Oh, John.
Yeah, sure.
Very much plan to put white highlights. I bet. I'm sure by the time you're done with that thing, you're going to have some plans. And I truly look forward to seeing it. I really, really do. I think it's going to be. Yeah, I really think it's going to be cool to see what you come up with. Have you guys used quadrant needles? Eugene asks.
No.
Absolutely. I have used quadrant needles. I still use quadrant needles. I think they're good needle. I don't think you have to use quadrant needles if you're looking for like smooth, soft, and black and gray or anything like that. I only have 2 boxes of Actually, I have a lot more than that, but I don't use most of them anymore. But I have 2 boxes that I do use. I think it's like a 15 curved bug pin mag and then like a 23 or something. And I don't know. I just have a couple boxes of those that I don't really use them that much. I use the police cartridges 99% of the time. And then in next week, I'll be putting in an order of needles, and I'll be ordering what Andy preferred. He likes the Mass Pro cartridges, and they price out to be about the same as police. I think they're like $1 less a box. Yeah. So I'm going to give those a try.
I swore by ES Revolution cartridges until I give the Mass Pro a go, and they're actually far, in my personal opinion, and with my machine, far superior than the ES ones. To the point, I've still got a few boxes of ES ones on side in studio and that, and I try to use them, and it's like, now the junk, off you go. You know, it's like been using Mass Pro like that, Mass Pro now for a while. I just can't go backwards.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I have needles that I prefer and I've been using, but it's always nice. I'm going to buy a couple of the main boxes of needles that I like. I'm going to order those Mass Pros. I'm going to try them out. Somebody says they really like them. Heck, and they're not super expensive, about the same price as the ones you're using. Why not try them out? You might have an, oh, crap moment. Like, I really like these. And I had been trying out a lot of needles, plenty of different brands. And I used those police cartridges, and I was like, oh, crap, I like these. And I'm hoping that same thing happens with these Mass Pros. Maybe it'll be like, oh, damn, these are really sharp, you know?
Yeah, Eugene's on Mass Pros.
Yeah, there you go, man.
He says I really like my Mass Pros, yeah. It's sweet.
Yeah, and then we got John here. He says, guys, I'm using Mass Pro for almost 6 years. It's so good, more cheaper and better than the cheap needles. So awesome, dude. Now I'm even more excited. I got Andy telling me try them out. Eugene's over here like, well, what should I do? All right, and we got somebody, before I get to Jester, you had a question. Somebody asked, okay, this says, what do you do on a tattoo after you finished it? What do you put on a tattoo after you finished it? Well, I know for me, I put recovery derm or Sanoderm, whatever derm you have. Make sure the tattoo is clean. Make sure there's no green soap. Make sure it's dry. Dry. Put on the Sanoderm. Well, just say Sanoderm for whatever's sake. Any derm you want to use. And I tell my clients to take it off in 24 to 30 hours, 36 hours. So a day and a half, take that first piece off. And then you can put another piece on, leave it on for about 2 or 3 days. And then after that, anyhow, there's a whole video on it on the channel if you want to know exactly what I do. So, Andy, what do you do?
Yeah, I pretty much same. Clean it down. When they're done, just clean it down. I usually give them a few minutes and that, give them a piece of tissue, just keep blotting. Just keep blotting tattoo, get it dry, get the skin dry. And then I use Ink Safe. You can buy it on Amazon. I use Ink Safe. And basically, same as yours, like a Sanoderm, it's adhesive covering. Except for that I say to clients, leave it on for 24 hours, but they can leave it on for up to 5 days, that one. And it collects the plasma behind it, which will actually promote your healing and everything with it. It's just basically just same as what you're using, Dave, but it's same process. So what they're using on skin graft donor sites, they put it over it, let it collect your plasma, promote healing, and it actually keeps your inks nice and bright. If the longer they can leave it on, it does actually keep the inks brighter, I found.
And some clients, they don't like that it's super sticky coming off, but I'm telling you, if you can put up with it, it heals the tattoo better. The tattoo heals quicker, heals smoother. Excuse me, like Andy said, the color's richer. You can tell the difference. Has anybody used this product right here? This is Inky's Ink Guard. It's like a spray-on. I've had this sitting here on my desk for probably 6 months now. I have to remember I will always try stuff on myself first. And I always forget it's over here. It's like a second skin that you spray on. It dries, and it's supposed to like just flake off on its own or something like that. Never used it. Eventually, I'll use it. And if I do, I will share it with you guys. But I just didn't know if anybody else has used it, because Jester did say I use a spray skin from Inky's. And this is from Inky's. And it is a spray. So maybe use this. He says, yes, I like it. So I'm just going to throw that up on the chat. I use spray skin from Inky. So you like this, Jester? All right, good to know, because he says he likes it. Cool, man. So that was a question.
Are there any more questions coming in? Chat's a little bit quiet tonight.
Somebody just having a hard time. Okay, just having a hard time. Pat color and it shit skins. That was my tattoo. Oh, okay. So he was talking about his tattoo we were looking at. Yeah, yeah. Just having a hard time packing the color in. I get it. The skin makes a huge difference. It absolutely makes a huge difference. Smoke suggested just spitting on the tattoo when you're done with it, and I think that is some good advice there. That
Yeah.
do let me know how that goes, Smoke.
Yeah.
As soon as you're done with your tattoo, that is.
And your course of antibiotics. Just let us know how you get on.
Yeah, yeah. Just put a little chewing tobacco in first. That
Yeah.
really has a natural juice that flows into the pores and will really lock in that color for the long haul. Okay. Anyhow, guys, if you have any other questions, let us know. I finished, went through all the emails. Let's see. Let me look at the time here. We got about 10, maybe 15 minutes left. And so I figured we would just BS for a little bit here. Andy, I do have a color, that watercolor video coming out hopefully Tuesday. That was that I got footage of that piece from
Is it the first piece you did?
the first piece where it was like the flower and
Right, yeah.
it was just a really loose kind of watercolor. I mean, it wasn't like the kind where it's like drips or whatever. But yeah, I took a bit of what we went through and my process there and shared that in that video. So hopefully that'll be out on Tuesday.
Did you ever get any pictures of it healed?
No, I haven't yet. No, and you know what? We're probably getting to be about that time where it should be like truly healed. Maybe I'll have to hit her up and see if she can send me a photo.
Yeah.
The only downside to having people send you photos is they'll do this. Oh, you want a photo of it? And you know, it's like it's not their fault. They're just like, oh, I'll give you a photo of it, or take a selfie photo, and I can barely see what's happening here at all, So the only time I really get healed photos is when people come back in for another tattoo, and then even then I probably forget as well. But yeah, I'll have to hit her up and see if I can get a healed photo because I would love to see that healed actually. So anyhow,
Danik's driving home. He's managed to finish work. Don't be crashing, Danik.
Danik, you've been working the whole time, bro. You've been chat like the whole time. What the heck are you doing for work? Is
it Danik that's in Steel Mill?
I'm not on your next. I probably Danik said if he's not on the next live stream, he probably crashed. Honest with him, man.
Well.
You better.
Unfortunately, if that happens, Danik, we'll just have to wrap you in that fake skin when they're here. Can't let it go to waste. Can't let it go to waste, Danik.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrap you up in it and send you off.
There you go. It's the right thing to do. It's what he would have wanted. Jester said, "Just want to thank you for the help from Wisconsin."
No problem.
You're absolutely welcome. That's like, what else I got to do on a Sunday evening? I'm, gonna BS with Andy anyhow. Might as well go live and talk to the rest of you guys.
That's it, innit? It's bring everybody in. One big party.
Yep. So I don't think. What do you got coming up? Anything crazy? Oh, steel mill. Danik at the steel mill. All right. Well, we probably weren't getting a lot of steel mill today. Now, were we, Danik? Because he was BSing with us a lot, but that's all good.
No, I've not got much. Well, I have got much gone, but it's all, shall we say, not interesting. All general run at mill stuff,
Sure. Pay the bills kind of tattoos, man. Heck yeah.
Lettering, got some bits of Polynesian going on. A few bit of scroll work to back at. Yeah, I think Tuesday I've got some scroll work going up back of a lady's neck.
All right.
But just what I class as just general stuff. Nothing that I put as interesting. Just run of the mill tattoos, basically. Nothing that you can get stuck into. Yeah.
Well, like I said, those are the ones that people don't. I know for myself, people don't see all the time because you're not going to post the same, a flower, whatnot. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I get hair at my butt, and it's been a while since I got to do anything like what I would consider like big and cool. So you post something that you did, and go through the photo. I'll post something because you feel like if it's been a week, I should probably post something I've done. And so you throw something up there. It's not your most favorite. It's just a piece. I get that. And sometimes the ones that pay the bills are the ones that, are just tattoos. They're not, anything insane. So
like I say, they're nothing groundbreaking or all like that. They're just tattoos that you've probably done 10, 15, 20 times, if not more.
yeah,
But that's the life of a tattoo artist. Unfortunately, they're your little breadwinners, your little earners are them ones to
that's it.
keep the bills
That's it.
paid.
And if it weren't for women, then tattoo shops would probably all collapse. I don't think people
I'll be
realize
sure.
just how many women get tattoos. And they're not always the hugest. Some are, some aren't, but
No.
they just get tattooed. They like them, whatever. They sit quite well for the most part.
Yeah.
Jeez, excuse me. We do got a portrait coming up this week, and maybe I'll live stream it. Maybe I won't. It's hard to say. It depends on the position of it, and I don't know. Sometimes portraits are already hard enough. Do you want to try to communicate with people and stuff at the same time? But it just depends on how it's going. I usually like to get like 20 minutes in, 30 minutes into a tattoo. And if it feels good and it's like, you know what, let's just go live. And sometimes going live and talking, and it allows me to like free my mind a little bit because I'm focused on other things a bit too. So you don't think so much about what you're doing, and things just sort of happen sometimes. It's kind of fun. But at the same time, I give people a lot of credit who do that live tattooing more often because I think it can be a little bit stressful. You have a bunch of people watching you. Yeah, but anyhow.
Then a portrait on ribs, as well as live tattooing. I don't think I could think of a worse combo.
That would be horrible. Thank God it's not on ribs.
Yeah.
Not on ribs. That would be and I wouldn't do it. Not gonna happen. But again, guys, let me see if I can pull up a photo since there's 44 of us here. All right, give the stream a like, guys. We're only at 74. It's it doesn't really matter that much, but we just pretend it does. I'm gonna show you guys a photo here, and we did on fake skin, right? Or not fake skin, my own skin using UV ink, and it'll be in a video in the nearest future, probably in the next week or so. But I just thought I'd show a couple photos that I took that I thought it was cool to me. Like I said, I'm just dabbling in it, just getting a feel for it on myself, see how it looks. Some of it is cool. I packed some colors, ran some lines, just kind of see how it acts, how the colors look. So I thought I'd share them here. I'm just going to get them sent over to myself. Just take a minute. If you guys got any questions, get them in here. We got about 10 more minutes, and then we'll be jumping off of here. But until then, I thought, let me see if I can share a photo with you guys. Gotta get in here.
I had an email on Saturday, so I hope saying that they'll be back in stock this week. So hopefully my UVs are coming early. I should have mine this week. Fingers crossed.
Nice, nice. Yeah,
you got the Bloodline ones, didn't you, Dave?
Bloodline, yeah. So it'd be cool to kind of see how the other brands look as well.
Yeah, because I've ordered the moms.
Yeah, the moms. And I think you got more colors, did you not, Andy? I think I only got like 6-pack. You got 9-pack.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. Just takes me a minute here to figure out where the heck I have to go to find photos and stuff. All right, let me open this up. Bam. And let me see if I can share this. 1 second, guys. I promise I'm trying to figure this out here. Window, bam, share. All right. So show on screen. So, guys, this is the ink under UV light, and I promise it is brighter than this in actual, like, real life. I was blown away by just how bright this stuff was. And if you really want to get good at your cross-contamination stuff, use this ink, or just pretend like you're using this ink or whatever, because if you touch anything under that UV light or have any sort of flickers, I mean, you can truly get a real understanding for how things transfer and how quickly the ink can be passed from one thing to another and yada, yada. So anyhow, this was under UV light. And then I did throw a bit into my own leg as well. Let me see if I can, let me hide this real quick, and then I'll get that pulled up as well. And I'll show you guys that. It's not that fascinating, but it is kind of fascinating. Let's see, screen. Boom. There's only like 40 of us here, so I figured, screw it, we'll just share this with you guys.
Did you?
And so here is the crazy leg of mine that has all kinds of nonsense in it. And in real life, this stuff like looks like it's glowing like 10 times brighter. Well, maybe not 10 times, but like 3 or 4 times brighter. So yeah, did some lines. Again, nothing fancy. Just tried to see how the lines went in. Packed some of this color. Some colors were denser, more packed than others. I can see like the red down here went in. The orange was really nice. This right here is actually the invisible ink. And in photos, it doesn't shine through. You can't really see it that well. In real life, you can. It's not as bright as this stuff here, but you can still see that that there. Now, this is over top of black ink. And so I thought it was really cool that this orange shined through really nicely. And with the lights off, excuse me, with the UV light off, you could see a little bit of that orange in there, but it's still kind of hard to see. But you turn that UV on, boom, it shines quite nicely. So anyhow.
Well, question for you, Deb. When you were tattooing with the UV ink, did you tattoo with the UV light on?
Oh, it was a little bit of both. So that was actually an interesting operation. I try to figure out like what do I do here? So I think the best thing to do was to have the UV light on the lamp there close by, but also have like a ring light. So have both.
Yeah.
And because you can get a little bit of the UV colors, you can see a bit of the UV and you can see a bit of just without UV. It's kind of a best of both worlds. And just put some plastic wrap or something on the light, on your UV lights. You can grab it, move it here and there.
Yeah.
You need to pull it in or turn it off or whatever. But yeah, I actually found it best to do both. And then sometimes I would turn the other light off and just take a look, and it's like, oh, wow. But it's healing. I'm probably going to give it, another week or two. Probably won't be a full heal by the time I make the video, but it'll be healed enough to where, we can get a gist on what it is. Let's see. We got Smoke says, is it safe? My wife says they find cancer in peeps that use that. Well, like I said, then your boy's gonna have cancer, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I really don't know.
It's all REACH compliant.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I hope my leg doesn't fall off. I doubt it will. If I got two.
But like I say, it's all gone through. It's the ones that are on sale, like the Mums and Bloodline ones, are all gone through their testing rigmaroles and like REACH compliant and everything.
Right.
So
yeah. And the other question I have, which might be answered down the road, and maybe I'll have to do another video. Is the long term? How long does that UV color last? Is it 6 months? Is it a year? At some point, does it fade off to where it's just whatever color it is? I don't know. But I at least want to see how it heals in my own skin. And that way, if clients come in later on, they're like, I want to get some UV in there. At least I'll have an understanding of what colors seem to work best, how to use it. I personally, from the little information I have right now, I would not do an entire tattoo in UV. So if Andy had all the colors that he needed, and let's say a hat was blue and this was green, that was yellow, I personally would not do the whole thing in UV color. I would think it would be really cool to do like highlights of stuff, so, find a way to incorporate it. So that way when the UV light comes on, you're in a bowling alley or something, your arm's like glowing, that it just kind of just looks cool in and of itself, but it's not like fully saturated wall-to-wall UV ink. I just don't think it it would be weird personally, but who knows? What the hell do I know? That's just my thoughts on my short time monkeying with it. So anyhow, guys, I will share that you've pretty much seen it. I'll just share my thoughts in there with that in a video in the next week or two. So anyhow, that's my artist did a Saint Christopher in UV and it looked cool in the dark. Oh, there you go. nonetheless, I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. Just a little bit of BS, and after we were done here, if you want to follow me, you guys already know where I'm at. I mean, the 37, you guys, if you're here, you know, follow us here. Andy, I gotta make you a little one of these little pop-up things so we can stop asking you to say it and I can just click your little button. We're gonna do that after the show. I'm gonna make you one so that way I can just be like, follow Andy here.
Yep.
Where can they follow you at, Andy?
Right, could follow us at Facebook, which is Ellis Ink Tattoos, or go over to Instagram and they can find us, which is Ellis Ink 2019. There's a few of them already found me all over there, but
nice.
More the merrier. More the merrier.
Nice. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I don't know if we made our totals. We made it to 80. That's going to do. We're happy with that. It really doesn't mean anything. I appreciate you guys being here. On your way out, give the stream a like. Again, if you're watching this afterwards, let me know where you're from. Also, if you're here or anything after, leave a comment below. What would you guys like to see me talk about on my little podcast things, right? It's about 10 or 15 minutes. I usually just talk about a topic here and there, and I've had several people ask me what happened, and pretty much I don't know what else to talk about. Videos are videos. I can explain stuff, show you guys stuff, but when it comes to just talking, I don't know what else to talk about. So let me know. Leave a comment below. Anyhow, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. Me and Andy signing off, guys.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.